Matchday vlog time. We are off to Southampton's home game today against Everton in the Premier League. A massive game for Southampton, a massive game for Russell Martin as well. Southampton shipping a lot of goals at the moment, averaging to concede at least 2 goals per game at this moment in time. We're grabbing a quick coffee before we head down to St Mary's to grab some fans to do the fan cam. We get around the ground, get some pre-match predictions, and the post-match today should be very interesting. Win, lose or draw, I will be all over that today. We've got Controversial Chris coming on the show as well. We've got FootballDad here. We've got an array of people that were off to meet this morning at St Mary's. It's coming up to midday. I've got 3 hours till kick-off. Plenty of time to make you some content. Join me in my trip to St Mary's. Right, I thought a nice way to start today's vlog was actually in the cafe. We spend most Saturdays before game day grabbing a quick cappuccino and a little bit of a football chat. So you can join us as I chat with FootballDad about the game. We've not really spoke about the game much. Let's talk about the game. Dad, big one today for the club, not just for the club, for the manager. First and foremost, grab a little score prediction.
I think we're going to lose 2-0. It's going to be a real tough one, I think. We were, 2 weeks ago we were going to play Leicester and we were optimistic. And we made the same mistakes over and over again. And I kind of think today could be the real defining moment. If we get beaten today, then I can't really see things can carry on like they are.
Yeah, I was chatting to an Everton fan on the channel this week. Had a really good preview show with the Toffee Blues, and he gave me good insight into how Everton play. And the one thing we noticed today is the way they go direct, play a lot of long balls. It go Pickford into Calvert-Lewin or Beto, and I think that will cause us problems. I don't know what you think. I just think I'm not sure how good our centre backs are going to be against a real physicality of a dominant Calvert-Lewin today. No,
I think there's a real problem with the whole of the defence, maybe apart from Walker Peters. I just don't think they learn by their mistakes. They're constantly getting caught out at corners and set pieces. They don't seem to know what they're doing. They seem to be watching the player as opposed to watching the ball. They seem to get dragged out of position easily. And the question's got to be asked: how are they being coached? There's been things about lack of a set piece coach. There might be one now, but and I'm going to come back to Bella Kocher again because he should be in and around that team. And for whatever it's his attitude or whatever, we're desperate to keep clean sheets, and I think he could help us.
Yeah, we need to win games. It's all about winning games, and there's certain ways to go about winning football. Russell has a certain way that he wants to go about things. Few fans on social media, certainly across the Saints platforms this week, kind of feel that he's maybe putting himself before results at this moment in time, Russell, because the way he wants to play football. He was impressed with the way we played at Man City. Still got defeated. It's a half-decent performance, but do you kind of feel that then maybe some of the fans are right in saying that?
Yeah,
I've seen what happened with Vince and company.
Yeah, I think to be honest with you, I think most modern managers are always looking at their own CVs, their own profiles, where they're going next, and I don't think Russell's any different than that. And to be fair, the sort of business they're in, they're hired and fired regularly, so they're going to do that. But I've said before, and I'll say it again, his stubbornness could be his undoing, and it'll be the club's undoing. Because if it carries on like this, we are really not going to get out of this.
I said for a while, the club must come first, results must come first. Nice way to kick off today's Matchday show with FootballDad. We're going to head to St Mary's very shortly. Finish off our coffees first before we head down to St Mary's. Score prediction for today's game, mate. Thoughts on this one?
I want to say 1-0, but my head says 2-0 Everton. We're dodgy at the back. They look quite good, 5 unbeaten. And unfortunately, I'm not backing the team for this one.
We need 3 points. I think if we lose today, we kind of trail behind. I can't see a recovery.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to recover if we don't win today. It could be 11 points adrift. That would be some challenge, wouldn't it, to turn that around?
I mean, to be fair, we did see last season Bournemouth had that same situation. They managed to get out of it, but the way we play our football, it seems we've been confident going into games, getting the 2-0 lead, and we just seem to lose it.
Yeah, every game's a hard game in the Premier League, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
that's what Russell Martin said in his presser yesterday, actually.
And I'm not quite sure what Pep was going on about when he said that we were the best team that he played in some aspects. I don't know, but if he was being genuine, that's fab, isn't it? Probably 2-1 Everton after we got 1-0 up or something silly like that. It's the sort of thing that we do.
See you, big game today. You're ball girl, ball assistant for the game. Talk to me about being a ball assistant. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's fun. You hear the managers sometimes when who's coming on and who's coming off, but yeah, it's a good experience. It might be my last season, so I'm going to make it worth it.
She does a great job here at St Mary's along with all the other ball assistants. Big game today for Southampton. It's Everton here. What's your score prediction for this one, Chloe?
I'm going to go for a 0-0 draw.
Saints 1, Everton 2. I'd love to be optimistic, but I watch this lot every week, and it's not looking great, is it? Mind you, I went away from last Saturday at Manchester City. I thought we played really well, actually, but this lot never give me... I'd love to say we're going to beat them 7-0 today, and then, everything will be rosy in the garden, but, it's just how it is. I didn't see the point, personally, in spending 30 million quid on a goalkeeper. We needed a striker, even if it was Jack Norbury from Tel Aviv or Delbert Wilkins from Auckland. A big, tall striker. We needed that to score goals, and we waste 30 million quid. I'm not saying he's not a keeper. I liked McCarthy. He was good for us last year. Give him a go, not waste 30 million quid on a keeper.
I think it'll be a 2-1 Saints win today.
Positivity, first Southampton fan to predict a win. Who's your goal scorers today?
I'm going to go for an Archer brace.
Archer brace. Talk to me about Cameron Archer. Have you been impressed with him?
Yeah, I've been impressed with him. He started off the season all right, and then he's got it. Now he's on form.
I just tried not to laugh, mate.
Hello, mate. How you doing? Good to see you. We see each other every week now, don't we?
Yeah.
Great to see you.
Yeah. You look from last week.
How's it going? You all right? Good. You talk. Thank you for joining me today. A big game for Southampton.
Yeah, it's a massive game. I mean, we need to get some points on the board now. 1 point out of 9 is just not good enough. So
yeah, game week 10 is huge.
Yeah.
Not just for us as fans, but the manager, the players. We need to find a win, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, the manager. I mean, I backed him for like the first 6 or 7 games, but I just think we've just got to get more points on the board. I mean, we're going to get relegated as an embarrassment instead of a team that looks like we want to fight. So
I was watching James Olcott Lawrence this morning on YouTube on my way to the game actually, and he was saying that maybe the manager's putting himself before the football club in terms of it's going to play this way, and that will be the way he plays. Is it the right thing to do? Keep playing the same way when we're letting in so many goals?
Yeah, I think his style of football works when you've got the best team in that league. So like Vincent Kompany, he's now killing it at Bayern Munich because they're playing very, very good possession football. But when you come in as one of the least favourites in the Premier League, it's never, ever, ever going to work.
We're averaging to let in 2.5 goals per game. It's alarming, isn't it? Really, we've got a brilliant goalkeeper in Aaron Ramsdale as well.
There's a lot of faith in a lot of youngsters or unexperienced Premier League players, where I think we just need to even play something different, put Charlie Taylor in, or I don't know, it's just not good enough.
You need experience, you need leaders, don't we? That's one thing for sure.
Yeah.
Everton today, they've got a few leaders. They play a totally different brand of football to we play. They have one of the least possessions of any side in the division versus the side that have the 6th most.
Yeah.
But they're higher up the table than us.
Yeah, I think realistically, they're just going to counter us. And I mean, I know they haven't got too much quality, but it's who's got the finishing touch, isn't it?
Yeah. So that brings me on nicely. Your score prediction, how do you see it unfolding?
I mean, I've got the buzz. It may not seem like it, but I've got the buzz. I think it'll be 2-0.
2-0.
Well, my heart says 2-1 Saints.
Yeah, like me.
But my head says something completely different.
Yeah. You've been around for too long like me. You've watched a lot of Southampton.
I have, yeah. Like you say, too much. It's massive with Wolves away next week, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm
Two defining fixtures, really.
Yeah, but I'm going to go with my heart 2-1.
You're going 2-1 Saints. Nice to have some positivity. What about you, young Freddie? What are you saying today?
I'm going to go 2-1. Let's not hope to go 2-0 up though this time. Let's hope for the 3 points today.
But it's fine.
I'm with a friend of mine, a Toffees fan, Izzy. Welcome along to the Matchday show.
Thank you, Football Martin.
Thoughts on today's game, my friend?
Not sure. Depends what Everton team turn up. You know what I mean, and depends what Saints turn up really. So hopefully we're going to have maybe a 1 goal difference win, but I've got a sneaky feeling you're going to get a draw today. But.
Yeah, I think Everton. I was looking at the recent form. Southampton have won 3 of the 4.
Yes, a bit of a bogey side, always coming down to the south coast. Obviously, you beat us in the cup on penalties. You're going to play possession game all the time. We just got to break that. But
you do the opposite, don't you, Everton?
Yeah, we do the opposite, which is total football, not long ball. But at the moment, this year we just got to stay up. So we haven't got the biggest stadium in the Championship next year.
Yeah, that is a big thing. You're moving from Goodison. Big year for the club, isn't it? How do you see it unravelling? What's your optimism for the season? Where do you see Everton finishing?
Dream would be 10th, but anything above the bottom 3 will be just great for this season. Then we can build next season. Obviously, hopefully we'll have the new owners come in, might have a bit of money, but then again, if we get rid of Dyche, we don't know where the club's going. But look on the bright side. We'll have new owners, new stadium. The only way is up.
Yeah, the only way is up. Before we go, a couple of standout players that we should look out for as Southampton fans.
Ndai, he signed this season. He's a player that can unpick the lock, as we used to say in the old days. Maybe McNeil if he's on form. So those 2 for me really, and obviously Dom Calvert-Lewin. If he takes all his chances, he'll get a hat-trick today, but he hasn't done that for 2 years, so don't worry about it.
That's been a superb chat. Thank you, Isaac. It's brilliant.
Cheers,
thank you, mate.
See you, mate.
Brilliant. Legend. Good to see you, mate. Saints Everton today. Your score prediction?
2-0 to us.
2-0. Give me your goal scorers.
Mateus Fernandes and Sugawara.
Like it. It's been good. Mateus Fernandes, isn't he? Do you like him?
Yeah, he's a good signing, yeah.
Yeah, good signing. He's gone with some positivity.
Yes.
Are you a bit more of a realist, or do you think we're going to win?
I'm a bit of a realist, yeah, but I've gone for a 2-1 win today. I've gone for Giblin and Lallana score today.
Yeah.
2-1, yeah.
Lallana must start.
Must start for me, midfield, yeah, definitely. I think the game, did you come to the cup game the other day? I think our midfield was a bit poor, wasn't it? So I think if Lallana starts, I think it'd be great.
How much is this a must-win game today?
Well, I watched the press conference yesterday, and he was saying that the board's supporting 100%. So I don't think it is a must game. We need to get up the table, but I just think there's no pressure on him. I don't think there's any pressure on him at all.
Two Evertonians with me. Score predictions?
2-0.
2-0. Who's your goal scorers?
Ndai and Tarkowski. Oh no, yeah, Tarkowski.
He's playing. What about yourself?
3-1.
3-1 to Everton?
I can predict Ndai gets a brace and I can see Keano getting over.
Guys, thank you very much indeed. What's your score prediction today?
I reckon 2-0. McNeil and who else?
2 centre-back. You're good from set play, aren't you, I was told? Well, we're awful at defending set play.
I reckon Keane will get another goal.
Yeah.
What about yourself? What's your score prediction?
I think it's going to be close. I think 2-1 or 3-2. I think it has goals. I think we can leak goals. Maybe some from set piece. I think Iliman's playing good, so Skilly's playing good. So I think Skilly will get 1, and then maybe Tarkowski header from a corner or a set piece.
I predict them 1-1 today.
1-1. Yeah. And what about yourself?
2-1 Everton.
2-1. Who's your goal scorers today?
Ndai. I'll go Ndai to get 2.
Yeah, he's a good player, isn't he, Ndai?
Yeah, he's quality. Just give him a chance, as you said. Having a bit of miss, but a bit of a bogey team down here. But hopefully we get 3 points today.
Yeah, big year. Last one at Goodison Park, a quality ground, proper footballing ground. Really important that you stay in the division, which I think you will do. Are you confident for the season ahead?
Yeah, I think we've started picking up points now. Yeah. So I think if we can keep on the run we're on, unbeaten in the last 4 or 5, I think we'll do all right.
Yeah. Positive?
Yeah, got to be positive, haven't you? Yeah. Got to be positive. Get 3 points today. But trouble is, if you want to get in the Prem, you've got to be teams like, no disrespect to Southampton, but if you're down with, you've got to beat them. You've got to get 3 points, because when you go to, like, say, the bigger teams, City, you're not guaranteed. You know what I mean? So teams like, no disrespect to Southampton, you've got to get your 3 points today.
Well, it's time now for our match day quiz. If you take a look at the big screen, you'll see
Hope you enjoyed the matchday vlog. We're now inside the stadium. I'm with Bertie, who's going to give me a score prediction. He's a regular viewer of the channel. Give me your thoughts, mate.
I think it's going to be a 3-1 win for the Saints.
Bit of positivity. Who's your goal scorer?
2 for Archer and 1 for Fernandez.
I like it. Can you give me your 2 favourite Southampton players this season? Who's shone for you?
Fernandez and Dibbling.
Yeah, I like it. Fernandez and Dibbling. Great shout by Bertie. Thank you for joining me, mate. It's team news time here on the show, and the Southampton starting 11 is the same as that team that started at Manchester City last week. Other than Tyler Dibbling, who sits out this one, he's been suffering with illness the last couple of days, according to Alex Crook over on X. I saw that a short while ago. So the team in full is exactly the same as that team that started last week. Jack Stevens, he keeps his spot in the side. 60 minutes in, and it's Saints 0, Everton 0. Saints started quite well. Matheus Fernandez, probably with the best link-up play with Adam Lallana. They've linked up really well together. Come through, didn't really have the legs to play in Ryan Manning, who's linked up with him a couple of times. Just needed to find a pass out to the left-hand side and feed Manning. He didn't. Play broke down, but it's been a good start to the game. Dragan Solak, the Southampton owner, is in attendance today here at St Mary's. What the fuck is that? Honestly. What is that? Shocking corner from Saints, or free kick. Make it count. 39 minutes on the clock, it's still 0-0. Everton have cut every cross out, every sort of pass into the final third. Saints have had all the possession as per normal, but they've not created a clear-cut chance yet. Not a shot on target, not a shot at goal after 39 minutes. The fans are getting a little bit tentative inside St Mary's. It feels a little bit anxious and it feels a little bit nervous. The longer the game goes, it will get that little bit more tense. Keeps it in as well. Don't worry about Mitt picking up at the back. Here we go, 1-0. It's Mingala with the best effort of the game so far. He goes close, pulls out a really good save from Aaron Ramsdale, tipped it over the bar. Everton have a corner which is poor straight at the keeper, but Everton are looking far better at the start of the second half. They've come out, put bodies on the line, look a bit more physical, a bit more Calvert-Lewin. They're in, Everton. Harwood Bellis makes the tackle. Jack Stevens has sloppily given the ball away a couple of times under no pressure whatsoever. Great ball, great ball. Tyler Dibling's come on for Southampton, and he will be Southampton's best chance, you would say, to get something in this game. Immediately comes on, runs at players, draws fouls straight away. Brilliant to see him on the field. He's come on for Ryan Manning. Adam Armstrong shifted to the left-hand side of midfield. Dibling's gone on that right-hand side. Aribo's come in, but he's given the ball away sloppy a couple of times already. 61 on the clock. Saints 0, Everton 0. He's good. Boy, this is a tough watch. Everton come close again, this time through their centre-back, Michael Keane, who has a header at the back post. Aaron Ramsdale makes a save yet again. Ramsdale, 2 saves, keeping Saints in here. They're coming on strong now, Everton. 68 on the clock. It really does beg a belief, really, to be quite honest, because we've got a massive striker on the bench in Paul Onuachu, who offers something a little bit different, a bit of physicality. 2 massive centre-backs for Everton. We've really struggled against the pair of them. They're 78 on the clock, and we're now bringing on the defender in Yuki Sigawara. Paul Onuachu still not on the field in a game we must win. Unbelievable. Sloppy defending. Is it offside? That is the big question. That will go to VAR. Everton have scored. Beto sneaks in behind. Minutes after Saints have scored, it's gone to VAR. As the Everton fans started to leave St Mary's, I was very surprised when they started to walk out, the Everton fans, because this is a team that lets in sloppy, late goals in the Premier League. This is going to VAR. It will be tight. He looked offside. But tender hooks inside St Mary's. 89 on the clock. I think he's offside. He looked offside from where we are, but we're right behind the goal, so. Yes! Just got to defend. Come on, look at the ball. Right, talk to me. How good does a win feel today?
I forgot what it felt like, but you know what? Phenomenal, and trust the process. Trusted Russell, process will work.
Yeah, he trusts Russell. You trust in the process as well?
I am. I think it felt like it was coming. Like we've not been playing poorly. I feel like it's been coming, and hopefully we can kick on and beat Wolves.
Shout out to Adam Lallana that first half. How fantastic was he?
Yeah.
I think, you know what, it's long overdue. we rode our luck. Luck comes. I think, bring it on, and we'll see at Wolves next week.
That's probably one of the best signings we've made in probably my memory of watching Southampton.
I had a gentleman come on the channel at the start actually, and he said he can't believe we spent that amount of money on a goalkeeper. We didn't need one. He absolutely proved his worth today, Aaron Ramsdale.
Definitely, and I think we did need one. Firstly, not just because obviously when we went to Newcastle, obviously McCarthy, not to crucify him, he's obviously been through that enough, but he made the mistake. He's not the best goalkeeper with his feet. And then with the injury situation, given that Bazunu is already injured, if Alex McCarthy happened to pick up an injury, we're only going into a season with Joe Lumley and whoever we can pick from the youth team. So even if it wasn't a top goalkeeper like Aaron Ramsdale is, we did need someone. But the fact we've got someone of that calibre will really give us something to kick on for the season.
Good to see Saints win at last.
I know, unbelievable feeling. It was coming, and to finally get that win, it's the best feeling in the world, isn't it?
It's a lovely feeling. The man that got us promoted to the Premier League starts first game since August, and he scores his first Premier League goal this season, Adam Armstrong.
What a great finish. I mean, he had a couple of chances before that, didn't he? A couple of rangefinders. I think when the moment really mattered, he really slammed that in. It was pretty poor defending by Everton to have him in all that space, but he still had to get it under the bar, didn't he? And not spoon it and make a mess of it. And he was just like he has been so many times for us in the last sort of 12, 18 months. He was on target. It was brilliant. Yeah.
We've been saying almost every week, we've got to win this week, we've got to win this week. But I think, the momentum from Tuesday night, that win on Tuesday has, pushed us into today, and hopefully that will take us on to Wolves next week.
Standout performance today for you, Ellie. Who's your man of the match?
Got to be Matty Fernandez, I think.
He's a good player.
We love him. I thought Yanni B had a great game as well. He's always.
He did defend very well today. I didn't talk about him enough in the vlog actually, but he did defend well.
Yeah, he did. He's always good, and there was that, potential sending off, which just didn't look like it should have been to me, and it wasn't. But those two for me, top players.
Yeah, top players. Who takes the man of the match for you?
Yeah, I agree with Ellie totally. Matty Fernandez, he's like the quiet assassin, isn't he? He sort of works away. You don't always notice him, but in the big moments he's there. I thought Lallana played really well in the first half as well.
It's a shame he got injured actually.
He did, yeah, that was a shame because he had quite a bit of momentum. He wasn't afraid of Everton, was he? He looked like a really experienced player against quite a team full of experienced players.
Yeah. Matchday vlog is at an end. Thank you very much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed the content. If you want some more fan reaction, some more in-depth fan reaction, you will be able to get that on the channel over the weekend. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash a like as well on the video. It really does help. But loads of fan content going live in the next few hours on the channel. Big win for Southampton today. Really, really happy with that. It was scrappy at times. They had to dig in deep, Saints. And I thought Everton, they posed a big threat up front with Beto. Calvert-Lewin didn't really get into the game, but the two midfielders, the two that played in the six roles for them were really, really good. Thought they caused us a few problems at times, Everton, but Jan Bednarek at the back played well, along with Taylor Harwood-Bellis. Sloppy Jack Stevens a few times in some of his passing. I didn't think he had the greatest game. Flynn Downs wasn't at his best. He hasn't been at his best for a little while for us in midfield. But we get a win. Adam Armstrong, delighted for Armour. I'm so pleased for him. He's been out in the cold since August. Gets a start today, first time since August, and deservedly so. I thought he'd done well. There's a few people saying, oh, he's not Premier League quality. The bloke that got us to the Premier League, he deserves a chance. He got that today, and he gets a massive, massive goal, and he probably saved the manager his job today. The Saints win. Hope you've enjoyed the matchday vlog. Hope you've enjoyed the content. Please do get involved in the comments below. Drop me your thoughts on today's victory, and we look ahead to Wolverhampton Wanderers later on this week here on my YouTube channel. I'll be all over the content. I'll be joined by a content creator from Wolverhampton Wanderers. Probably Thursday, I think we'll go for. And we'll get the lowdown on them and how things are going at Molineux. I'll be going to Molineux next week. I'll be making a matchday vlog, matchday content, fan cam the lot. If you're going to the game and you want to get involved, just drop me a DM or leave a comment in the box below. Happy Saturday. I'm a happy man. Go home with a spring in my step because my beloved Southampton finally get a Premier League win. Up the Saints. We'll see you soon.
Absolutely brilliant in that first half, and I thought Hagrid as well. What a goalkeeper. Ramsdale, he's too good for us. What a goalkeeper.
Yeah, he was massive, Aaron Ramsdale, today. 2 huge saves.
Yeah, I mean, Damon did tell me I missed one because I had to pop to the little boys' room. But yeah, he was amazing. They all dug in, and for me, that was like, at the end, this may sound like over the top, but it felt a little bit like Wembley again, because that was so long coming that it was huge. And I had no idea how much it meant to win again, and it was just amazing today. It wasn't all good, like you say, we struggled, and I wouldn't know if that was offside or not. I was
pretty close. I've seen it back. Yeah, it was offside.
My boss texted me and said it was off, so I'll take his word for it. But it was. I think we deserve a bit of luck, and hopefully that's what we need to push on now.
I think if we play like that, defend for our lives, I reckon we can get something against Wolves. They're no better than us. You know what I mean? If we take this confidence into the next few games, then there's no reason why we can't pick up points against teams like Wolves and the teams around us. But it's just that Wolves and then the international break, and then I reckon they'd be up for it against a Liverpool game. But I reckon we'd be all right. I reckon we can build on this, and I reckon we can even stay up, to be fair.
Yeah. I'll see you post-match. Saints, get a win.
I mean, yeah, it was a good win. Second half, I think we did very well, but first half...
Tough first half, wasn't it?
Then we pulled through in the second half, so...
Pulled through. Right, you've got to give me your man of the match now. I want you to give me your Southampton man of the match versus Everton today.
Matheus Fernandes.
It was actually a really good game. The subs actually changed the game fully, and it's obviously the game that we needed to win, and obviously we have to go to Wolves and win that as well.
I have to go get something at Wolves now, don't we? We need to build upon today.
Yeah, we need to play like we did today, 0-0 draw at half time, and go for it in the second half. And to be fair, that VAR was stupid as well. It was very long and
went on a long time, didn't it?
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was way offside. I don't know why it took so long.
Massive, to be honest. We've been needing this. I think we've been needing this for Martin's sake, so we can stay a bit longer. We've been needing this for...
Do you think it eases the pressure on the manager to win today?
Yeah, we need it for the pressure of the players, of the teams, the manager even. I think it takes the pressure off a bit. I think now when we go to Wolves next week, I think we can go there expecting minimum a draw.
Controversial Chris. It's time for Controversial Chris. He's joined by his friend Rich as well. Thoughts on the game, boys?
It was only Everton. But
weren't great, were they?
No, but then nor were we. But, win's a win, and we can hopefully go forward now and take something to Wolves. Bit of confidence, maybe.
Yeah. Standout performers today for you, Rich? Anyone stand out?
Ramsdale? Without Ramsdale today, we would have lost the game. Armstrong, eventually, when our useless manager realised, put him in the middle, we might get a goal. He done that, we scored. But other than that, it's just rubbish.
I thought he was going to take Armstrong off. You talk about Armstrong. I thought at one stage he might have taken him off because he looked like he was tiring, but he did leave more credit to him. He left him on.
I think, but I think with who he had on the bench, we didn't really have an Armstrong type player on the bench to replace him with. But again, you could argue that the subs are a bit weird. Left back for a left, bringing Chiguara on for Manning was a bit strange.
We saw Paul late, didn't we? Really, and at that stage it's 0-0.
Too late again. What's the point of bringing him on when there's minutes to go? I mean, we won, and great, but it counts for nothing if we go to Wolves next week and get beaten, and then we've got Liverpool at home.
Yeah,
so
it's a good point, and next week's massive, isn't it? Because the run of fixtures after the international break are so hard, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, look at it. Every game in the Premier League's hard, and we've made hard work of a few games where I think we could have got points. We haven't. We've blown it through negativity and just poor defending, switching off, not concentrating, and that's been the story of our season.
It surprised me today a lot, Chris. We give the ball away a lot. We were very tentative, quite nervy in that first half, weren't we?
There's no flow to our play, is there? And the amount of times that we were really lucky to get away with fouls that maybe weren't when we're pissing around with it at the back, and we got to try and get out of our game a little bit, because we'll end up giving more goals away, and we were lucky not to give one away today with doing that again. But let's try and push on now. I'm still not convinced by Russell Martin, and I think again maybe he might have reset his clock a little bit. But I can't. If it was 6 wins in 10, then brilliant. But 1 win in 10, we need to keep a little bit of perspective on it, really.
Yeah, he's right, isn't he? With what Chris has said there.
Definitely. I think Martin really, he got us to the Premier League and he shouldn't have been there from the start of the season. We should have done like when we got up to the Premier League all them years ago, when who was the manager we got rid of? Atkins, and brought in Pochettino. We should have gone for something like that for this phase.
Yeah. I don't believe that our players haven't got the quality to stay up. I believe it's the management that will take us down.
Yeah, that's the way we play football.
Yeah, our style of play, because again, when Everton played, they tore us apart at times. Only a couple of times today, but they got through us very easily. But in the same light, we got through them very easily when we eventually decided to pass the ball forwards for once. So, I'm not going to be jumping up and down and doing cartwheels up the high street tonight because it's 1 win in 10, but we've got to go to Wolves now and we've got to win.
Yeah, the owners